Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing today? For those of you who don't know me, my name is Chrisanna. Today we are going to do a full face of dollar store makeup, mainly products from the Dollar Tree and Dollar General. I thought doing something like this would be good for everybody, because everybody can shop at the Dollar Tree. Everybody can shop at the Dollar General. Not everybody can go out and buy high-end makeup. So I thought this would be good for just anybody who doesn't have that kind of money to spend on the higher end makeup. First thing I want to do is I'm going to scrub my lip, and this is the LA Colors Sugar Lip Scrub. And I got this at the Dollar Tree for $1. I'm actually going to put this on and let this sit while we do our eyebrows. For eyebrows, I picked up the LA Colors eyebrow pencil, and this is the shade Dark. So I got this at the Dollar General, and I'll actually tell you the price right now. So that was $2. So one end you have your spoolie, and of course on the other end you have your retractable brow pencil, and it has like a really cool felt tip shape. So it's like really pointy and fine. So I feel like this will be really good for getting in the eyebrows. And I want to give everybody my honest opinion of these products. Just because they're cheap doesn't make them good. So if I really do like them, I'm definitely going to let you guys know. So I think we are done for the brows. And so far, I think this might be a miss for me. Just because it did break off. It didn't go on very smoothly. I feel like I had to apply like a lot of it. And with a paper towel and wipe off that lip scrub. Love it. It literally like moisturizes the lips, gets off any of that like dead skin, any of that like saliva, anything like that. Now we're going to go in for eyes. So to conceal, I got the LA Colors Cover Correct Concealer. Mine's in the shade Light. And I paid $2 for this. So let me get on the receipt and just double check. This was in fact $2. It has just like a little tiny sponge at the end, like a little brush you could say. And I'm also going to be using affordable brushes in this video too. Just because I feel like it goes together, if you're going to use affordable makeup from like the dollar stores, to use affordable brushes too. So I actually do have some brushes that I picked up at the Dollar Tree, not for this video, but I've had them. So I just figured I would use them for the video. I'm going to go in with this concealer buffer brush from Jessup. And you can get these on Amazon. These Jessup brushes are amazing. I know I said in my last video that I would tell you a little more about if the Morphe had compared to these ones, the Morphe and James Charles ones. Definitely do. And in my opinion, the Jessup ones are better. You get more. They're a lot cheaper. And they actually work better in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe I haven't used the James Charles and Morphe brushes enough to know so. But in my opinion, the Jessup ones are way cheaper. They perform a lot better and you get more brushes too. Moving on for eyeshadow, I got the 16 color eyeshadow palette. This is the LA Colors. Looks like this. So I got this at the Dollar General. This was $4. And I also got two single eyeshadows. These are called the Beauty Benefits. And I got these at the Dollar Tree. This one's called Enhancing Rose. And then I got this one. This one is called Happy Coral. So I might use these. I might not. I know that this LA Colors palette doesn't have much of a variety of mattes. So this is what the palette looks like when it's opened up. See, there is a lot of sparklies. There might not even be one matte. I think there's one matte and it's this darker blue right here. I'm just going to take that Happy Coral color. This flatter but bigger brush from Wet n Wild, and they do sell these at the Dollar Tree. These are always at the Dollar Tree. Every time I go, they've been there for like the last 3 or 4 years. I'm going to take this color and kind of pop it all over the lid and up into the crease. See how this performs. And these brushes by Wet n Wild are really, really good. And for $1, you can't really beat it. So I am having to dig my brush a little bit into the eyeshadow, but it's performing pretty well and the color is very buildable. I'm going to grab a blending brush by Wet n Wild. This can also be found at the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to go around the edges This blending brush was one of my favorite brushes for like years and years and years. Like I used it every single day. Now we're going to go into the LA Colors palette, and I'm going to take this shade right here. And I'm going to pack that all over the lid. I'm using a flat brush by Wet n Wild. This can also be found at the Dollar Tree for $1. For not getting my brush wet, this pigment is definitely really there. So far, so good. You could literally own just those 3 Wet n Wild brushes and you'd be set for eyeshadow. So far, that shadow is picking up pretty well. I'm actually very, very impressed. I'm actually going to go back into that Happy Coral and get some more of that into the crease. I'm going to pick up Enhancing Rose, and I'm going to put that exactly where I just put the other sparkle. I just cleaned that flat Wet n Wild brush, and I'm just going to put that right over top of it. That color was a really, really sparkly color too. It was more of like a rose gold, I would say. I'm going to go into mascara. I got this at the Dollar Tree. This is the Wet n Wild Enhance and Define mascara. And I know I have tried this before a while back, but I actually don't remember how well it performed. I really like how the tip is long and like skinny. I mean, not bad for $1. It's really, really not that bad. It's giving me some length. It's giving me some fullness also. We'll come back and add some more of this to the lower lashes once the foundation and everything is done. So now we're going to move on to face. I'm super excited about this part. Most of this stuff did come from the Dollar General. Start with primer. This is the Believe Beauty Pretty and Primed Hydrating Primer. This is $5 at the Dollar General, and it's blue. It's more of like a runny effect instead of being like a thicker, dewy consistency. It has a nice little pump, and this actually feels expensive. I mean, you know, for $5 and it feels like this nice. We're just gonna have to try it out and see how it actually performs. It's so weird getting such a dark color because, like I said in my last video, in the wintertime, I'm more of like an ivory or like a porcelain. Or maybe this whole time I've just been getting foundations that are too light for me. Because I'm really weird. I don't want to look orange. That's like my biggest thing. So I always try to go with something lighter. But now I've definitely realized like I'm definitely not a porcelain or an ivory. Probably not even in the wintertime. So I actually got a beauty sponge. I got this from the Dollar Tree for $1. And I did get it damp and it is feeling very bouncy. There's like a fly flying around in my house and it's like driving me freaking insane. Like seriously. Actually going to add another layer of foundation just to see if we can build this up a little bit because it is a very thin consistency. So far the coverage is building up very, very nicely. And it doesn't feel too heavy on the skin either. So yeah, like so far so good. I'm really impressed with this stuff, you guys. And for $5, I mean, that's a steal if you ask me. Like compared to like Walmart or like Ulta or anything like that, you're really not going to get a foundation for $5. Moving on for concealer, it's the one we used earlier, the LA Colors in the shade Light. This is $2 at Dollar General. So I'm just going to conceal and highlight a little bit. The tip of this reminds me of the Dream Lumi by Maybelline that came out like years ago. That's what the tip reminds me of. Take that same beauty sponge and blend that in. So far concealer seems really good. Definitely brightened, and it definitely covered too. Now this is something else I was really excited to try. This is the LA Colors Shape It Up Sculpt and Contour Palette. So I'm going to use this to set my under eyes and to contour. So to set my unders, I'm going to go with this banana shade right here. And I'm using a setting brush by Real Techniques. Already I can tell that the formula of this is really like good quality. Now I'm going to go into the shade over here to set everything else that we highlighted with the concealer. Also using this to contour, I'm going to go in with this shape right here. And then I'm using this contour brush by Key Loaf, and it has a wooden handle. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this was $3. So far, I'm actually not disappointed. This seems like a really good contour kit. I'm going to take my contour brush from Vertex and just contour the nose. This palette is very pigmented, but I notice it does blend very well too. Now for blush, this is also from the Dollar Tree. This is the Apricot Glow Benefits Beauty Blush. Yeah, this Beauty Benefits is fairly new to the Dollar Tree. I've only seen it there for maybe a couple months, but it looks like it's staying back in stock because I only wanted to get items I know are always at these stores for sure, because I know with the Dollar Tree, they get some really good stuff sometimes. Like the other day, I got a Wet n Wild cushion foundation, but I know that they don't always have that. So I wanted to do a video with stuff that I know for a fact they always have. That way, if you go over there tomorrow, you're gonna be able to find these things. Just gonna take my all over powder brush to get my blush on. It's almost like this mauve orange color. It does have a little bit of sparkle in it too. Not bad. Very, very pretty. Very sparkly. I do love it. The highlighter is also from the same brand. This is the Royal Light. Gonna go with my highlighting brush from Cheek. You can find this at 5 and below. There's like a whole collection, and they're really, really good brushes. So I'm actually going to set my face before I go with lip gloss and mascara on the bottom lashes. So this is from the Believe Beauty. It's Makeup Perfecting Setting Spray. This is also at the Dollar General, and I'm going to check my receipt to see how much I paid for that. So the setting spray was $4.50. It's really weird. It doesn't like feel like it's coming out. I'm going to go back with that same Wet n Wild mascara and get my lower lashes. Last but not least, this is lip gloss. This is from Beauty Benefits. It's called Golden Rose. Also got this at the Dollar Tree. And I also seen at the Dollar Tree they had some new LA Colors lip glosses, which LA Colors is like really stepping up their game. Like all their stuff literally used to be like $1. Well, I went into the Dollar General and I seen they had eyebrow pomade, and it was $3, which I could not believe because, like I said, usually their stuff is like all $1. So they're really stepping their game up, and their products have gotten a lot better over the years too. And I'm really impressed with everything that I got from Believe. I love the primer. I love the foundation. Like I will definitely be using this in my everyday routine. Like that was really good. The concealer was okay. It did cover. I think mine might have been too light. I love the Shape and Sculpt kit. Love that. That was really good. For $3, that's a really great price. So this stuff was really good, you guys. And to go out and spend all that money on makeup when you really don't need to, get these products. You know, they're just as good. It might take a little more to blend like the eyeshadows, or they might not be as pigmented, but they're worth it because you get more bang for your buck. So yeah, mostly everything in here I really, really loved. So yeah, I think this is officially done. I'll give you a close-up of the eye look. I mean, yeah, it's not that great when I look, and I didn't go like all out either. Maybe I'll play around more with the LA Colors, the big eyeshadow palette, and try to create a couple different looks with it. Because I know there's mostly shimmers, and I love me a good palette with lots of mattes. Mattes are what I use to blend, not shimmers. If you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe. To everybody out there that's supported me through this journey, thank you so much. I couldn't thank you enough. I love you guys. Yeah, so I have a BoxyCharm box coming soon, and I definitely will be doing an unboxing video for you guys. I can't wait to see what's in it myself. So we're all going to open it together. I'm actually not even going to touch the box. You know, I'm going to bring it in my house and all that. But I'm not even going to open it or anything like that until I get on camera because I want to be shocked. I want you guys to see my real first impression. I'm going to quit rambling and I'm going to get off here. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And thanks for tuning in. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and see you in my next video. Bye.